welcome. This is Yuna. I'm excited to show you a fun dish, carbonara. I don't know where that accent came from. I just said it without even thinking about it, but it's a little different. We are using, Spam. So don't worry, we're not forgetting bacon. We're just adding Spam to our regular carbonara, so it's a little fancier, in my opinion. So I have my water starting to boil over medium-high heat. I dropped a couple of olive oil droplets. I dropped a couple of, olive oil here. That makes no sense, but you get my point. So I'm gonna just let that boil, and I got really high quality spaghetti here, super exciting, imported from Italy. So I got a pound of this, and I'm gonna use half pound. All right, that sounds great. I love that on the instructions it says cook for 11 minutes if you prefer al dente. Of course we prefer al dente. Have you met anybody that likes overcooked pasta? We can't be friends, yeah. So while water's still boiling, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna make the carbonara sauce, which is, you're gonna be like, what the heck? That's actually pretty straightforward. So, I got a huge egg here. So 1 egg, and oh my gosh, this is really big. I'm going to save an egg yolk. Oh my gosh, this is like so gooey. My farm fresh egg. The size of this yolk, do you guys see this? This is like monster. This is a carbonara sauce. So I'm just gonna whisk my egg vigorously. And into the mix, we're going to grate our Parmesan cheese. I know, you're like, don't you put the eggs at the very end? You can, but this really makes sure that you don't mess up making carbonara. So right into the egg mixture, I'm just going to go ahead and 1 ounce Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna definitely add more later too on top of this, so, oh yeah. So now, once we have that, so I'm watching the water, and I'm just gonna go ahead and mix our cheese into our egg mixture. And from here, I'm going to season our mix. Some salt, good amount here, and pepper. Should I do a Gordon Ramsay accent? And pepper, and into the boiling water, right? Create a pan over our water like this, and just push that in. So here is where my best friend comes in, guys, my timer. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to set our timer for 10 minutes. We're here for 10 minutes, and at the end we're definitely reserving some of our pasta water for the extra starchiness. Not right now. You're gonna see the watercolor change into very cloudy and just like a little bit of thick texture to this water. So we're looking for that, and I'm just gonna let that hang out, and let's go back to mixing our egg mixture with our cheese. So you're just mixing it until basically there's nothing left. The whisk is nice, but sometimes I like to use my fork after I put the cheese in there so that nothing gets stuck on the whisk. So that's good. And when you lift your egg mixture, you don't want it to see like gooiness, okay? You want this to be like runny right away. So we're going to chop up our Spam. Oh yeah. And we're looking for chunks because you're kind of mimicking this pancetta, why did I sound like that? Pancetta bites in a way. So we're looking for cubes. All right, this way and that way. So I have my pan over medium-high heat, and oops, we're going to add in our meat. Now, things are about to get very busy. So into our Spam, I'm going to add in our bacon as well. About 3 tablespoons of that. It should start sizzling up immediately, guys. I have my heat over high heat because we're trying to cook really fast. Oh yeah, you're gonna start to see this. The water is definitely turning cloudier, which is what we're looking for. Oh, that starch. Oh, it looks like great quality spaghetti. I mean, I don't know, I'm not Italian, so it's kind of sad for me to say that, like, I don't know. I mean, yes, I can definitely tell handmade spaghetti, okay? So I think this heat's actually stronger. So this is what I'm gonna do, believe it or not. Turn off our heat. And yes, we're reserving our water. We set it at 9 minutes because that means I actually have another minute. That'll put us at 10 minutes. I just want this to look very brown and nice. So right into this, I'm gonna turn off our heat, and we don't even have to drain our water because, ooh. So the keto carbonara is to not cook the eggs. I think people know that, right? I think we've been told that, or we watched it somewhere many times. So to not do that, and also make sure your pasta's not cooking, we're reserving our water. Use our pasta water in there. Just add some in. About a cup. I'm just scooping it up. And there's a lot of heat going on. Now, from here, are you guys ready for this? Oh my gosh. We're gonna add in our egg mixture. And as soon as that goes in, just get really busy with it. So this is our carbonara. This is it. And to just garnish that, I'm going to use our fresh chopped parsley, of course. Just like that. So I'm going to just go ahead and scoop some up. And now, this is our grand exit. Just add our Parmesan. Perfect. Who would have thought this block of meat, this canned meat Spam would make such a flavorful, F-U-L-L, flavorful, totally, carbonara. I wish I knew some Italian to like say something, but I don't. That's okay. Italians probably look at this and like, you are ruining our carbonara dish, but I don't care. It looks delicious and it tastes so freaking creamy and rich and just so savory. Guess what I'm making today? I'm making our famous or infamous Martha Stewart's one-pan pasta. It's so simple. It's gonna be done by the time the pasta's cooked. So let's get going, huh? So I have 2 cups of water here, and the way she really works this is let that boil a little bit. So the main ingredient is cherry tomatoes, basil, and garlic, and onion. I guess we got 4 main ingredients here. So let's go ahead and chop up our vegetables, and I'm going to just go ahead and prepare our cherry tomatoes. All right, so what's interesting about this is before the water boils, you're gonna add your spaghetti in here. I got really good quality Rayo's homemade spaghetti pasta here, and make sure all the spaghetti fits into this flat pan. So if you're lazy and like you don't feel like bring out a whole big old pot, it all bent beautifully, and I'm gonna let it just sit here, and I'm going to add in our tomatoes. It's probably easier for me to just do that. It doesn't feel comfortable, let me tell you that, because I don't usually just like, oops, wow, that was loud. We're almost to the end. Different color. Okay, so tomatoes are in there. I like multiple colors, regardless of the nutrition facts. I got fresh basil. Oh yeah, we're gonna use a lot of this because we love our fresh basil. It bothers me when people use like dry herbs for spaghetti. For me, it has to be all fresh. So I'm just gonna roughly chop it because it's going to wilt in our water. So let's go ahead and add it all in. Yes, like while it's still about to boil. Oh, we can't forget our onions. Yeah. Thinly slice our onions. Yes, perfect. More color, the better. And then our garlic, instead of chopping it, we're actually going to slice these. All right, so slice our garlic very thinly, and then we're going to add that all in there too. So this is gonna be very flavorful and garlicky. Awesome. So yeah, let the ingredients just get to know each other. And by the time the pasta's done, our meal is done. Pretty simple, huh? Increase our heat to medium-high so that the pasta is actually boiling. It's very summery. Like, look at the color of it. It's vibrant. It's just so pretty. All right, we're here for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. And I'm glad I did because it needs a little bit more salt. If we were using traditional marinara sauce, we would not need as much salt, but because we don't have much flavor, we don't have a lot of seasoning happening, we need to add a lot of extra salt and pepper. Okay, look at this. I mean, it's so beautiful and it looks healthy. And since we have a lot more basil to work with here, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more because this will bring out the fresh basil fragrance as soon as it's served on the dish. And we're gonna serve even more on the plate. So just grab a chunk like this. Look at that. What I'll do is just for garnish. With such simple ingredients, you can make a very phenomenal dish. This is my favorite spaghetti to have in the summertime, only because it's so light and it's just really quick, and I don't have to do a lot of dishes. So you saw the ingredients. It's the onion, and it's the cherry tomatoes, basil, garlic, olive oil, and great quality spaghetti. That's all you need. And the best part, one pan, you don't even need a lid for this. So this is it, you guys. Happy summer. And if we're not connected on Instagram, find me, because I would love to be your friend. I'm at Yuna Cooks. And on YouTube, that's how you found me. Click that subscribe and bell button for me, because I upload a new video every Tuesday, and I can't wait to see you next Tuesday. Thank you for watching.